YouTube. Man, what the hell going on, people? It's your boy Rex here. And today we're gonna react to handsome comedian counts himself on purpose. I seen this guy face I seen his face, of course, but I really not familiar with his work. So let's hop straight into the video and see what the hell going on.
So there is a comedian out there named Matt Rife. You've probably seen him on your TikTok or Reels feed as you scroll mindlessly. For years, Matt grinded trying to make a splash on the comedy scene, starting from a young age when his grandfather first introduced him to the craft.
I started stand-up when I was 15 at the Columbus Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio, which is just outside my hometown in Ohio. And my grandpa used to take me to the open mics there every Wednesday after school. And it was just a fun thing I was doing recreationally. It was something that he always supported and loved to watch me do. And I was just doing it for fun. And then just kind of one thing led to another.
You might also remember him from his Wild and Out days.
I can't come to the phone right now.
No,
I'm busy having a dream that someday some white boy that looked like Vanilla Ice will do an impression of me on TV.
I remember him.
Well, long story short, this dude had a major glow up, and Matt went from basically an F-list celebrity to selling out arenas for his comedy overnight. All thanks to short form content and that face. And obviously women love this guy. Your 40-year-old aunt posts all of his clips on Facebook and goes to see this man live. Because Matt does crowd work. At least most of the clips that go the most viral for him are when he interacts with the crowd. And in general, it's really not my type of comedy I enjoy, but it is great for TikTok. Andrew Schulz really ushered this in a couple of years ago. At least he was the first guy to really hone in and take it to the next level. And now there's a ton of guys out here doing it. Now don't get me wrong, he had to work very hard to get here and is extremely skilled. I would actually call him like the Jack Harlow of comedy. Both wanted to do it young.
Crazy.
They both tried to stay true at first. And then for Jack, he blew up off of a song. And for Matt, he blew up off of an act that attracted women because of their looks and subject matter. And while that is amazing, and it seems like a dream come true to live out your wildest dreams, sometimes the label gets tough to beat, and it can become very tiring.
You're being charged with impersonating a comedian.
Damn.
You're selling out world tours, but your comedy sucks.
Damn.
Everybody knows they only go into your shows for those traps, those tattoos, and them cheekbones.
I
don't trust them eyes. They change in the light.
Yeah, but
Hey, that would hit hard. That would hit hard. I don't trust the eye because they change light. It's crazy. I was just finna say something about this nigga cheekbone. I said I keep telling myself, why this nigga cheekbone so strong, man? That's what women like. Women like niggas cheekbones and eyes and shit. Of course, I get this shit a lot, but the eye shit hit really hard. That nigga said, "Oh, trust me, his eyes change in the light." That shit, it was funny to me.
fine ass.
And so once Matt got his chance to get a Netflix special, he made it known that he was not some soft TikTok comedian and dropped a domestic abuse joke right off the cuff.
Damn.
Like I'm talking about the first 2 minutes in. And obviously, due to copyright restrictions, I can't show you the full joke. But I made this little clip to kind of display what he was trying to get over.
Tried.
Yeah, man, the other day, me and my boy went out to Baltimore, and it was so damn ratchet. We walked into this diner, and the hostess there had this big old black eye. Oh, okay, well, how did that happen? Man, well, let me tell you, it was not like SpongeBob, okay? It was so obvious what happened to her, okay? You know what I'm saying, Yeah, man, I get you. That's hilarious. Why didn't they just, like, stick her in the back, flip some pancakes or something, Well, let's be honest, man. If she could cook, she wouldn't have had that big old shiner in the first place. You know what I mean? Uh-huh.
I'm telling you.
That's funny. Why did I agree to have lunch with this guy I've not seen since high school? And so that one single joke had people extremely upset. I actually watched the special in its entirety. I thought it was pretty decent. I would say it was solid compared to a lot of the stuff I see out there today. I will say, though, Matt definitely came for the women on this one, okay? They were the butt of a lot of his jokes. And to me, it felt a little bit like nudging the guy.
So what was he doing? Weeding out the people that only came for to see him because he looked good? That was he doing? I don't know what he was doing. I never seen what his comedy special, but I'm quite sure that what he was doing because people think he was a joke.
Guys in the audience, like, hey guys, I'm cool. I'm part of the club too. And you'll see in these interviews I'm about to show you that, you know, the insecurity does run a little bit deep when it comes to having this all-female audience. Either way, people were trying to cancel him over the joke. Okay, they started saying he looks like the guy from Big Mouth. I hate this show. Just more people basically saying he was never funny. This person comes in to say the most annoying thing about the Matt Rife special is that he's about to do a right-wing edgelord rebrand and make a killing in the middle-aged white woman market. Like I'm telling you guys, I literally just sat through the entire special and nothing about it at all said right-wing to me. Were there a couple of jokes that were a bit of a swing and a miss? Of course, but that's pretty much every single comedy special. And obviously, comedy is subjective. Do I think the DA joke he told was really that funny? No. I actually thought it was one of the worst jokes in the entire special. And I don't think it would have gotten as much attention if he didn't just come out with that right off the bat. But he even notes, like, I'm kind of just feeling you out as a crowd. I'm trying to see how fun you guys are going to be.
I was like, yeah, but I feel like if she could cook, she wouldn't have that black eye. Just testing the water, seeing if y'all are going to be fun or not. Just wanted to see. I figured we start the show with domestic violence. The rest of the show should be pretty smooth sailing after that.
Which essentially meant to me, I'm trying to see how willing you're going to be for me to actually tell, like, jokes with even the slightest amount of edge. Because what he said here is probably about a 4 out of 10 on the edge scale. Like, I've heard way worse from comedians. And it wasn't just random women on Twitter trying to get this man canceled, okay? Some of these actual news publications
So he was
came
just
out
seeing what the
against
fuck
him
people
saying,
gonna say, huh?
Matt Rife tried to impress the guys with his misogyny. It backfired. I mean, let's just look at who wrote this shit. It kind of tells me everything I need to know. Just another news article. Matt Rife wants men to like him, so he punches down at women. Controversial comedian Matt Rife is under fire. Like, I'm sorry, but this guy is about as controversial as white bread. And then, of course, you know they're always going to be digging up the past. Matt Rife's trash behavior towards Zendaya in 2015, we're talking about almost 10 years ago, has resurfaced amid the backlash to his
course that's
Netflix
what they gonna
special.
do.
You're mixed. I want to be black. Let's make a lifestyle movie, Matt said to Zendaya before grabbing her face. I guarantee that happened on Wild 'N Out, where the whole thing is basically improv. And let's be honest, guys, 2015 was a completely different time. Like, if this guy comes out in 2015 and makes this joke, I don't think damn near anyone gives a single shit. But they're like, you were supposed to be one of the nice comedians. You were supposed to be for the women. And he said, fuck that. And I thought this was just yet another hilarious clapback. Comedian Matt Rife is facing backlash after posting a fake apology link on Instagram. So here the cancellation mob thought they had finally got to him. He says on his Instagram story, if you've ever been offended by a joke I've told, here's a link to my
I bet they
official
were happy as
apology.
hell.
And he just links you to some special needs moments. So he essentially came out and doubled down on the fuck you. And I gotta say, I respect it. I mean, why are we out here expecting comedians of all people? I don't care.
Yo, comedians can't be comedians no more. They just can't. Because whatever you say, you're gonna offend. You're gonna offend people that you don't even know. But I always wondered that. Why do people get offended from somebody that they don't know? I just never understood. I guess because they're a fan and they feel like he talking about them. I guess. I don't know. But I never got offended by anything a comedian said. I'm like, I don't know these niggas at all. Like, whatsoever. Them should be the people offended, the niggas they know, if they talking about them. But I don't know these niggas whatsoever. Like, they say some people by green-eyed people, you think I'd be fucking mad? No, I don't know that nigga. I just changed the channel. Or I might laugh at it if it's funny. But I never understood why people got mad or uptight about it.
Or
It's
what
a
they're
joke.
known for. To be, like, more respectful than a
Nah,
politician.
depending on
And here's-
what kind of joke it is. Nah, if it's too hard, like goddamn, shit you shouldn't be talking about. Well, it ain't nothing you should be talking about, but it's some certain subjects you shouldn't talk about. They know what the fuck they is.
That's why I wanted to show you guys just how kind of ashamed a little bit Matt seems to be about his crowd work that has gone the most viral.
Let's play the first viral TikTok, which I haven't watched yet. This is how you went viral, which I guess you talk to
this is
people in the crowd, right?
I do from time to time, yeah.
That's not a thing.
No, it is. I mean, I
Viral
would just say it more properly than that. Yeah, I do crowd work that happens to go viral quite often. Yeah.
So as you guys can see, it gets a little bit awkward when Dave Poynor kind of just insinuates, yeah, you just, kind of talk to the crowd, it goes viral. And he's saying, no, it's kind of a more calculated thing. You can see he's kind of like slight about having that reputation, like that's why he's famous. When in Dave's defense, that really is the reason that he blew up. He might not like that, but it's the truth.
Crowd work is the proper way to describe it?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, crowd work. I said talk to people in the crowd, I think.
Yeah, no, that sounds like I'm interviewing them.
All right, let's see it.
Did you not have a job the entire time you... Oh, God.
And just pay attention to his face right here and how much he shakes his head in disapproval and just cringes at himself.
He works in the ER also? Are you working with a hero? So how did he not do anything if he worked in the ER? Aside from work, he didn't do anything. He was saving lives. What do you do?
So basically, he really just talking to the crowd.
Oh, you! Oh my God! Where are my bags? Oh, what have you been doing? Saving lives all day? Yeah. What have you been doing? Peanuts.
So that's
So
more.
stupid.
And I do feel like there's nothing more awkward you can do to someone who creates videos online than
Just
to like
make them
pull
watch
them up
these-
in person
Yeah,
in
I'm
front of
telling you,
them.
that shit weird.
Like I've gotten a little bit cooler about it over the years, but even back in high school when I was trying to make videos, I remember people would like, let's say there was a sub in class, oh, let's pull up his videos, let's put them on the projector, and it was always kind of like an awkward thing for me. But either way, you can tell just how uncomfortable he was in this moment, and how much he might actually kind of detest what made him famous. And here's where he speaks about the fact that a lot of women come to his shows for the wrong reasons because they find him attractive, and they think he's just gonna be doing crowd work the entire time, when in reality he's working on actual bits. And so a lot of times, those women who came
What's
for
wrong
the
with that,
shows
though?
for the wrong reasons leave not
What's wrong
very
with that?
satisfied with what they saw, whereas their boyfriends who didn't even want to come to the show actually end up having a better time because his comedy is actually more geared towards them.
I'm saying, but why does it matter if women coming to a show for him just because they like him? Why does that matter? Well, I guess people always got something to say. Because goddamn, don't nobody say nothing about Duke, and I fuck with Duke. But I just realized today, no, it's about not today. Probably, I just started watching them, but I just realized probably like a couple weeks ago that it be most of women in his shit, and I fuck with it. Okay, it's most of women in his shit. Who gives a fuck? He fuck with them, they fuck with him. Why does it matter? Why the fuck does it matter? He trying, I guess, in the comedian world, you know, that's different. But I would have been fine with it. I've been fucking fine with it.
Up until like April of this year, it was like 90% women coming to these shows.
I wouldn't give a fuck.
Which weren't always for the right reasons. And they got there, and maybe they didn't like my comedy, and they go, well, maybe I wasn't a fan for the right reason, which is fine. I appreciate the immediate support, but like
Yeah.
I'm a comedian more than anything else. So like I'm gonna do the comedy I want to do. I'm not gonna pander to what girls
Right.
want me to do with the fucking belt thing that went viral
Yeah.
for no reason. So they bring their boyfriends or husbands who are always reluctant because they fucking probably bought the tickets.
Right.
They didn't want to be there. And then like 20 minutes into the show, they realize like my comedy is so much more for guys than it is girls.
You
It's
can-
so funny.
You see
to
their
me.
shoulders like start to relax, like
Oh,
their
yeah.
arms, like
Yeah.
they're drinking their drink.
And just in watching the one special that he recently put out, I would agree with him that the content is much more for men than it is for women. And I'm sure some of the women are still like,
Oh, well,
yeah,
I
this
see.
is still cool, it's still funny. You know,
Exactly.
the whole point of being here is to laugh. And the other ones are like,
What
how
the
could
hell
you,
going
Matt?
on?
My live shows, to me, I've always gone for the tone of like, I just wanted to feel like a hangout with the boys.
Right.
Like, you're gonna say some ridiculous shit from time to time, but I wanted to just feel like a hangout. It breaks my heart that so many guys just won't give me a chance because I'm like, dude, we could be best friends. Dude. You just never know.
And I wonder if that's been something that he struggled with, not only like in his comedy, but also in real life. Like guys not wanting to bro down with him because of the way he looks or thinking that he's going to be a certain way. Because it feels to me like this might be a slightly deeper insecurity than just his comedy. He just wants to be one of the guys. And I agree with him there too. Like if you get around your boys, you were going to say stuff that could have got him canceled, it could have got him fired.
It's totally
like
different.
that's just the way it goes. It does feel kind of like
It's totally different when you're hanging around men. When you're hanging around men, you can say all type of wild shit. But when you're hanging around women, you know, you got to tone it down a little bit. You know, you just tone it down a little bit because you know women take everything literally these days. So just tone it down a little bit. You can't say the wrong shit because they're going to steer, what the fuck you mean, or shit like that. So I get it. He want to be one of the boys, but I guess the way he looked, niggas like, I don't want you around my girl. Bitch ass nigga. But hey, I get it.
Like a safe space for you to get some shit off.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, I just find this entire situation to be extremely interesting because it's almost like this man is kind of canceling himself on purpose. And I can't decide whether it's dumb or smart because on one hand, you could completely lean into like this women arc that he's been on and probably 10x his fame. Or on the other hand, you can kind of like get rid of that reputation, but probably be way less famous, way less successful. But if at the end of the day, that's what makes him happy and have a more wide range of an audience this way, then so be it. And just to kind of put a ribbon on this whole thing, no, I don't think he should be canceled for that one joke.
Nah, he shouldn't be canceled for that one joke. I get it. He just want to hang with the boys. He just want to feel like one of the boys. So, you know, but women wouldn't understand that. So, hey. I like the video. I fuck with it. I gotta check out what the fuck he doing now. Just see what he doing. Just see if he's still doing comedy. Hope that let him get down and all that shit. But anyway, like video, like, comment, share. Peace.